Okay. Hello and welcome to the Ravens, a One Tree Hill podcast. We are honoured today to be joined by two people that, well, firstly, we're at a sold-out show in London backstage. Collectively, you've been...
Sold out?
Yes.
Yes.
Surely it is, right? Yes, yeah.
I didn't know either.
Well, and collectively, you've been in 60 episodes of One Tree Hill, never crossing over as far as I'm aware. One of you in 29, one of you in 31. Do you know which is which?
I think I'm in more. Yeah.
So Kate, 31.
I thought she was in way more episodes than me. That's crazy.
Well, and so obviously I'm honored to be joined by Tyler Hilton, Kate Voegele. Thank you so much for doing this. Welcome to London. To start with that, what is your favorite thing about the UK?
Ooh, man. Do you want to go first?
Oh,
I mean, I love the UK so much. I mean, aside from the accent, which is just so lovely, it's so delightful. You know, I really do I love all the different, vocabulary and stuff that you guys have, because it's just slightly different than American English, but it's so much more, I don't know, delightful. I really love, I think just the history and the architecture is unbelievable, because there's just, I don't know, I'm really deep into the BBC Victoria show right now about Queen Victoria. So I'm really into, the history of the UK. But what about you?
I was going to say, as an aging man, the history is really getting me. Everywhere you go, it's so beautiful. We were passing these old buildings yesterday, and it was a cash your check place, a bail bondsman, a farm, but it's all in a real historic building. I love that.
Yeah.
I got to watch that Victoria show,
It's good.
though.
It's really good.
Because last year when we were on tour here, I launched into this really long history podcast of Europe and the UK, and it was so fun to do while I was here. And
Yeah.
I was looking for something else like that, but yeah.
It's good.
I love that. And so I was just saying just before we were recording that, Kate, I think you are our 40th member of the cast and crew that we've had on the podcast. And as we've been doing that along the way, we've been having people sign this hoodie. This hoodie is now framed. It's gone.
Aww.
But we do have over here in this tube a massive poster of Lee Norris's face.
Perfect.
Oh, how did I get it?
I only sign posters of Lee Norris's face, so I'm really glad. Yeah.
What we've been asking people to do is to write their favorite line that they said as their character. So what would you say your individual favorite line is that you said as your character in the show?
I think I know yours. Can I do Kate's and mine?
Please.
Wait, what's your line about the airplane? It's either that was the best 3.5 seconds or what?
30 seconds.
30. Oh, that's
3.5.
Or
Come
whatever.
on, give Chase more credit than that. Thanks for the 30 seconds in heaven.
That's my favorite Mia line, even though I haven't seen it. And the fact that her character lost her virginity in an airplane is so funny to me.
How cool, right?
So cool.
So rock and roll.
Mine is God Loves Chris Keller, because it's just such a blasphemous. I can't even believe I don't know, something about that's oh my God. I love that. So that was my favorite.
That's a good one. Yeah.
That is a great one. And what about your favorite episodes that you were a part of?
I have a lot, but I really loved the library episode, the Breakfast Club inspired episode where we all got locked in the library. That was it was so fun. It was one of my first performances on the show, and there was just it was just a really cool energy. We had to shoot it in the middle of the night because it was at a real high school and stuff, so it kind of had this summer camp energy to it, and just that was a good time. What about you?
There were a lot of fun ones, but I think the last episode was so special just to get to be there for the last one and how emotional that was, and just seeing everything wrap up. And it felt like a part of history, because it was such a long running show that so many people liked, that I felt so lucky. You know, Kate and I, in a lot of ways, we always talk about we're so lucky to be on the show. We're what are we doing here? We just get it's so funny. And for me to just randomly be in the last episode with everyone and the final shot at the basketball court's what am I doing here? This is awesome. So
I love that. I don't know how much you guys love the movie My Cousin Vinny. I assume a lot.
one of my favorite movies of all time.
Okay, so you might already know this, but Joe Pesci released an album years after My Cousin Vinny in character.
No.
Yeah, and it was a whole sort of a jazz album sort of thing. I don't know. I'm assuming. Yeah, right. Yeah, it's true.
I have to look this up.
And I don't know. I assume they had the permission of the studio or whatever. And so I don't know what the legalities of this. But would that be anything you would ever consider, a joint Mia and Chris Keller album, if you could get past the red tape sort of thing?
It's pretty cool.
I mean, for sure, yeah. It's actually really funny that you mentioned this because just today is April Fool's Day, which I don't know if this is like probably not going to come out obviously today, but we're filming and we just like did a funny April Fool's post where we were like, we're doing a spin-off with Netflix, Mia and Chris, a One Tree Hill spin-off. And people have been like in the comments like, I'm so mad at you that this isn't real. So it feels like maybe the least we could do is give them a duo album of some kind. I don't know.
Maybe like a Christmas album. We're in like Christmas sweaters and we're like,
I like that. Yeah.
Even if like there was legal things around it, you could probably do things that are close enough,
Could hint at it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. People would know.
We get sued.
We could have fun.
Maybe that's what the title of it is. A little fun till we get sued. The Chris Keller, Mia Catalano Christmas album.
That would be good press to get sued, I think. You know? Yeah, it would. Yeah.
It would add to it.
I like that.
We asked you, Tyler, last time about any props that you kept, and you said you kept like the CK ring, and that's very cool. Did you keep anything, Kate?
Yes, I actually have a platinum album of Mia's, which is funny because I sold a lot of records. I think I sold like 500,000 albums or something, but like going platinum I think is 1 million. And so I always joke that like Mia went platinum and I didn't, but I have Mia's platinum album. So I feel like I went platinum in my heart,
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
No, I love that. Yes, we said about props that you took. Yeah. And Red Bedroom Records as well. Also, I thought could be a good name for a compilation album. Like you could bring other acts that are in the show in there as well, because maybe that part's not copywritten. I put thought into this.
Yeah, you've given it some thought. I love it.
Yeah.
No, I think it's fun. I mean, that's one of the coolest parts about the show was how much music was like really the beating heart of the whole, it was really the through line for the whole series. And even though he and I never crossed over in a season, the fact that, we've been touring together for over 10 years and people are so into it really demonstrates how much the show kind of like set up this idea that music was really the heartbeat of the show. And I mean, Tyler just made a record with Joy. I started a band with Grubs, from Wakey Wakey, and we just put out an album, and there's so much like, it just, I don't know, the creative collaboration just like falls into your lap, I think, with our friends and co-stars from this show. So there's something really special about that for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And the fan base keeps it going, right? Like it's like all the conventions and everything. Just as like a final question to kind of wrap up. Through the show, there is a lot of themes with people forgetting like their lyrics or worried about not Chris Keller as much because he's full of himself in a wonderful, beautiful. Him. Yeah, exactly. But as the real people, as you, have you ever had times where you've worried about forgetting your lyrics or
Do I? I actually can't remember. Is that something that I do? I do all the time. And Kate has been such a good bro because I look over at her all the time and she always just subtly helps me out and doesn't give me too much shit for it. Truly, it's a little bit, but like we're actually just joking today that the older I get, some point years in the future I'm just gonna forget all my lyrics and just be up there like But yeah, I do a lot. Kate never forgets a lyric and is always spot on.
That's not true.
I don't remember you ever forgetting anything.
I have a pretty good memory for now.
Oh, that's right, because Kate remembers everything.
Dangerous
Her husband's like totally.
totally.
No, it's true.
To my husband's dismay, I remember verbatim.
I'll be like, have we been in this venue before? And Kate will be like, yes, it was April 13th of 2018. And like, you wore this. I was like,
He's
whoa.
not wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, we're so close to the show about to start. Like, you don't feel any nerves right now? I'm not trying to give you. I'm just like, I'm impressed.
Not really. It kind of just is in. I don't know. I don't get. I like getting a little nervous before I go on stage. I will, and that adds magic to it for sure. I always feel like I don't have as good of shows when I don't feel nervous and I'm just kind of back here being cocky. But right now we're like, I think we're relaxed. But when you leave and the energy will start picking up and it's like, oh my gosh, it's time. We got to start strapping things on and fixing things and just making sure. And it's like, it feels like it's ready for launch, and that part gets exciting. But I hope that never goes away because that's the magic for sure. And you don't know what you're walking. Even if we feel like we're comfortable with the show, the audience could be different every night. You have no idea what it's going to be. And that's why every night is different. So that part is always a little scary. But it makes every show unique.
I love it. And we have listeners and friends that are, from all different countries that have been coming to the tour, and they've all loved it so much. So you're obviously giving such a great show. I can't wait to watch it. Thank you both so much for your time. And can I quickly get the Lee Norris thing out?
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yes.
Okay, we don't need to
Say
record
less.
that bit.
I want this picture.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for having us. It's so fun to drag picture of Lee Norris'
Thank you.
face.
Yeah, this was actually from
Just
the
what
show.
I've always wanted.
One of the set decorators,
God.
they
I
gifted it to us,
it.
and so now we're asking them
Source
to
first
sign it.
born.
Oh my!
Yes.
Wait, we have to take a picture.
Yeah, we have to take a picture for sure.
Yeah, I wonder if I can.